Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a review for the Husky Silent Flow air compressor. All right. So this compressor was available from Home Depot for about 3 or 4 months, right? And what's unique about this compressor is it's low running volume as far as how much noise it makes. When it's running, it's below 70 decibels, right? So a little bit about the specs on it before we go into it. So it's a twin tank design. It's aluminum tanks, right? So it's the compressor is fairly lightweight. There's 2 outputs, so you can have 2 hoses running out of it. Your standard tank pressure and your line pressure as far as the regulator. The specs are 4.6 gallons at 125 psi. It's a 1 horsepower, 2.1 at 90 psi. Right. So, as I said, this compressor was available from Home Depot for about 3 or 4 months. And what it is this compressor is a clone of another compressor that's also available on the market from California Air Tools, right? And I'm not sure what happened. I think California Air Tools decided to allow Home Depot / Husky allow it to be rebranded. And then what happened was I think Home Depot decided to undercut as far as what they're selling it for. And I think California Air Tools then took away the rebranding rights as far as I can tell. Because if you go on Home Depot's site, you can still get the California Air Tools version of this compressor. And there's 2 versions. There's the aluminum tank version, and then there's the steel tank version. The steel tank it retails for $218, and the aluminum, I want to say it's $259 or $269. And when this came out, Home Depot was selling it for like $180, which I think kind of upset that California Air Tools, because Home Depot was selling both products, and it was selling it for essentially $100 less than the original one. So I think California Air Tools pulled the rights away from them, and now you can no longer get it. But if you do go out to the stores, there are still some of these kicking around, and right now, if you can find them, it's $99. So there you go. So if you want to go find one, go ahead, go into the stores and just ask them for that part number, and more likely there may be some kicking around in the store. All right. So anyway, the reason why I got this compressor is because it's quiet, and I'll just go to show you what I have right now. We'll take a walk over. So I have this Power Mate, which is essentially a Craftsman clone, 26 gallon vertical, and the running decibel on this is about 98 decibels. When this thing is running, it will actually make you go deaf in the garage. And just for an example, let's turn this thing on. Alright, so I'm not sure how well it's being picked up in the video, but it's loud. When I've run the decibel meter on it, it's right around 98. And if you're in the garage listening to this thing all day, you'll go deaf on it, right? So just as an example, we'll fire up this guy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to talk while it's running, and we'll go from there. So there you go, it's running. The running decibel on this is essentially under 70 decibels. And the charge time doesn't take that long. So you can see it's building up the pressure of the tank pretty quickly. So even though it's a small compressor, the recovery time on it is pretty good. So So it's been running for about 30 seconds, and it's already up above, what we got here, 60 psi. Alright, what we'll do is we'll shut this off. Alright, so again, what's nice about this compressor is, and you know, you have to suit your compressor based on what your needs are. And I'm only going to use this compressor for basically running some finish nailers, framing nailer, maybe a roofing nailer, stuff like that, blowing up the tires, you know, whatever. Very average homeowner use. And before I bought this, you know, that's why I had that vertical compressor, because I was using that for pneumatics, for taking off, for running air wrenches and stuff like that. Since then, I've converted over to battery operated tools, where I hardly ever use that big compressor. A, because it's so loud, and B, it's kind of a waste of energy to have it running. So, you know, so in the past year and a half, I probably used it twice, maybe 3 times. Essentially, I never use it. But again, what's nice about this Husky is it's light. It's quiet. You can bring it in the house and run it, and not just, you know, not make a huge ruckus. So, so let's spin this thing around real quick. Show you the working end on it. All right. So essentially that's it. You know, right now I give a thumbs up for it, and if you can find it still in the Home Depot stores, I would say go ahead and grab it. And if you can't find it, go ahead and purchase the California Air Tools version on it. So if there's any thoughts, questions, concerns, comments, whatever, go ahead and leave them in the comments box. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.